appears to have slipped Mr. Roosevelt's mind that Palestine is not being occupied by German troops, but by English ones. By brute force, England is curtailing Palestinian freedom and is robbing the Palestinians of their independence to the advantage of intruders for whose cause the Palestinians suffer the most cruel of abuses. The Arabs living in this territory assuredly have not complained to Roosevelt of German aggressions. Rather, in persistent appeals to international public opinion, the Arabs lament the barbaric methods by means of which England seeks to overpower a people who loves its freedom and fights only to defend it. And this may well be one of the problems Mr. Roosevelt would like to see solved at the council table. It ought to be decided by an impartial judge and not by brute force, military means, mass executions, the torching of villages, the dynamiting of houses, and so on. One thing is certain. In this case, England cannot claim to be repulsing the threat of an Arab attack on England.
You know, when we hear things like this from Adolf back before the big World War started, it really makes you think, like, everything we've been taught, how much of it was a lie? How can we trust the institutions that have been writing history for the last 100 years or more? What Adolf is saying in this clip is that it's not German aggression that's harming the state of Palestine, but English aggression, occupation, and an invasion, which is now, so it was an invasion into Palestine. And the Palestinians were suffering major loss, villages being burned, refugee camps being bombed, innocents being unalived. And you listen to this speech and you think, wow, they painted this man, Adolf, as the most terrible person ever to walk the face of the earth. But you hear in his voice the compassion he has to protect this land of Palestinians who were innocent in his eyes, just people trying to defend their own state, their own freedom. And it's a lot to take in, because everything we've been told, is exactly the way Israel is treating the Palestinians. The way they say Adolf was treating back in World War II is almost the same way the Palestinians have been being treated for the last almost 100 years now. What's real anymore? Can we even trust history? I don't know.